Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is HUMNA and I create content that is connected to the creator, creativity and the creation itself. I believe art has a way to connect us to the creator, heal our wounds, get us away from the trauma that we've gone through and allow us a portal where we can connect to the creator, to the creation and be in our creative body. And that's what I share about. If that resonates with you and you like tutorials and healing yourself through art, then I welcome you to my channel. Today that I wanted to share was with how to understand, or basically what is inner child healing. This is something that most people don't even stop to think about, but visually I'm going to explain to you what it means, that the word inner child, what is. I'm going to write it down for you first. What is inner child healing and why is it important? I'm going to emphasize that it is really important, but anyway, let's get into the creative part of the journey. So when you look at the sheet of paper, right, this is the universe, the canvas, the womb, right? The womb space. This is the womb space. So in this womb space, you come into being. So this is you, right? And you have people in your life. For example, I'm going to say you have a father and you have a mother. So this is your mother and this is your father, and you are connected to them by birth, of course. Then you have a sister and you have a brother, right? Then you have some few billion cousins if you are from an Asian community, and your relatives, I'm just gonna name them cousins and aunties. Actually, these are cousins which are approximately your age group. Then this is your grown-ups that you know, aunties and uncles and all that sort of stuff. Then you have your school friends and your teachers, right? So these are the people who influence you when you come into this world. Now, for example, your mother one day is very upset about something in her life. So she's carrying on something from this person. This person here, make it Sarah. Sarah and your mom had a conversation. Sarah made your mom feel rejected. Now, your mom feels rejected. When she comes home, she brings in that energy home with herself. Now, she starts feeling rejected, not just by Sarah, but that emotion that she's felt, because she doesn't know how to process it, she does things towards people who are around her, making them feel rejected. So Sarah gave her rejection, which made her feel rejected. And so she starts emitting that rejection towards other people that are around her. Now, you being a sensitive person. So imagine sensitive person is somebody who can take in a lot more than a lot of people who are blocked. So you're like a sponge. Every child is a sponge, but what happens with sensitive children is they absorb way faster, and not just only through their ears, they absorb through their whole body, through their eyes, through their mouth, through their nose, through their ears, through everything. You are so sensitive that what she's saying the words that she's saying, the sound that she's making, the actions that she's doing, everything has an impact on you. And that impact leaves you a little like taking the juice out of the sponge, like you feel a little squished, right? By the way, this inner self, this is your heart here. So your mind starts absorbing rejection, and it starts going dark. And so a part of you feels not only squished, but it feels this emotion of rejection within from a person that you loved. Now, for example, your father has something else, comes from work, stress and not being able to deliver things on time, and it's like doing better, becoming better, always like trying to do the things right and the system and blah blah. Just talking about it makes me tired. Anyway, so all of this blah blah is actually transferred into you as another space of your being that gets darkened, right? So here we are, we've got the mother's wound, the father's wound. Then you go into your sister and she says, why are you so worthless? Why do you not clean your room? Why are you so slow? Or why are you not so slow? And why are you always doing the homework on time? And why are you always loved by the blah blah, dad and mom love you more? Oh dear God, this goes in. You squeeze a little bit more. There we are. Then this brother says something. I'm not going to add to it because whoever is resonating with this video can definitely get, your cousins say, oh, you are blah, blah, blah. And there it goes. Your heart. This is just saying that, these guys are just, it's not like the cousins only break the heart. I mean, like anybody and everybody. So anyway, you know what I mean. So this is coming from your aunties and uncles. And then this happens, oh dear Lord. Okay, you get it? So your being has absorbed, and now it's not this whole thing. All you have now is this. Sorry. Now you see, this is all that's left of you. You get it? So inner child healing is when you go into this space here and you try to have a conversation with the person that you were in that moment when you were receiving this energy, to say that I received this for whatever the specific reason was in that moment, but I am going to push it outwards back towards wherever it belongs to in the universe. I forgive the father, I forgive the influences he was bringing home, and I take back my energy. So you push this back, right? So you push this part back. When this happens, there is this beautiful coming back home to going, oh my God, it happened, but it wasn't mine. I was squished in, but that was part of the journey I had to learn what to push back and what to keep in me. Now you're coming back home. Once you've gained this strength, you start seeing how unstable this part is. So you journey within to sort. And sometimes, by the way, what will happen is when you confront your father saying, well, this happened, not saying that he did something right or wrong, it was part of your journey, it was a qadr of Allah, the will of God, the universe, whatever your story had to be that. So you're not coming back healing is not saying blaming, like you did this and you did that. It is actually saying, hang on, I understand why and what would have happened or what could have happened. I forgive and forget, because that's not your part to go into. You need to heal yourself first, and then you can transmute that energy into the rest of the thing. But to heal this part, you have to revisit this part, to go into yourself, into that space, into that little child that you were. Connect to that child and hold it close to you and say, I am holding you. I understand what happened, how you felt, but you no more need to feel that way because you are safe in me. I'm going to take care of you, which is you yourself, right? In this moment, you might lose, your father might not acknowledge this or will not understand this. And so you lose this connection, or it just becomes weakened. Right? Then you go to your sister and your schoolmates. You've been bullied, people told you things, and so you absorbed it in. Okay? Now, inner child healing means that you go into that space, because you see, you've gained the strength from this part, you automatically want to heal another part of you. By the way, this generally happens from mother wound and father wound. First, when these two are healed, meaning these two portions are pushed back and you gain your wholeness, you automatically start healing all the other parts and saying, okay, hang on, the reason I took on rejection from my brother, from my cousins, from my aunties, from my teachers and my sister and my father was because I had this emotion that I felt, and so I got I mirrored it in all my other relationships. Once this rejection was healed, that it was because she was feeling a certain way and it had to end at her, not taken by you, you automatically push all the rejection. By the way, rejection is just one emotion. There's lots and lots of emotion. I'll get into that in my future videos. But for now, for you to understand that you come back home to yourself when you do your inner healing. Now, what that does is, now this is really important, guys. When you do your inner child healing, you might lose the people that you absolutely loved, because they might not be able to handle the strength you have within you, or they might not be able to understand that what you are doing, which is healing yourself, because they themselves are not healed. So your sister could be completely wounded. She has all these like arrows inside her and she's not willing to listen to your healing part. So you have to cut the ties, and cut the ties means like never see her, kind of like not like that sort of ties. Emotionally and physically, you detach yourself and reduce the engagement between you and her, so that there is less of absorption on your side, and you don't need to give her energy. Because as you are healing, there's one thing that really crazily happens is you want to heal the world. When you are healing, you're like, oh my God, why aren't you seeing what I'm seeing? Why don't they understand what I'm understanding? Because they're not meant to, because their journey, you see, they're different. They're outside your being. So that's different. Their journey is different. Now, what happens is with inner child healing, you actually sometimes, not sometimes, most times, you start seeing things from a different perspective. And so, as this is your comfort zone, what helped you become you, you no more, you become so powerful because your internal light starts shining. Your internal strength, courage awakens. So internal fire starts burning. Okay, so imagine this element here is your fire in your heart, light which is given by God. So this is the light that you have, that was gifted to you at birth by God. This light burns these ties away. Now you're like, oh my God, I'm losing people, I'm all alone, what's going to happen now? That happens, inner child healing leads you to isolation. Because if you are connected to any of these influences from your life, you cannot heal, because these are the ones, they put the dagger in you. I don't take it seriously, but like not literally dagger in you, but they're the ones who actually squeezed this part of you, remember? So you cannot heal in a space where the daggers can come again. So you have to protect yourself, and so you become isolated. Now these people will keep on revolving in the same circle, and you're healing your inner child, and you're like feeling extremely disconnected, disassociated, like where am I, who am I, and you lose all that sort of stuff. Once your strength, your fire burns all this away and is able to see clearly after the storm has all gone by, and this can take years, this can take months, this can take days, whatever, or hours. But once that has happened and you've burnt, the constant codependency on these relationships, you will start shining your light. And through that light of your soul, of your creator's light, you will attract the people that your creator wants you to attract from across the world, from wherever it is that you need to, whatever it is that you need, because your energy within you, the fire inside you, is activated. You automatically will only now attract those that push you upwards, that push you forwards. Inner child is the child that you were when you came into this world. So you were really, really pure, you were clean, you didn't have all of the traumas, all of the things that you had accumulated. That inner child is the child that is connected to God. That purity that you had, that clean intentions that you came with, without the conditioning of the world and the planet, that gets connected to the creation outside here, and you automatically start attracting purer hearts, clean intentions, and whatever it is that you need. And at times, guys, sometimes you're in isolation and you feel like you're so alone, nobody to talk to, nobody to hear, and that's the best phase of your life, because that's when you're strengthening your core, you are strengthening your body, you are strengthening all your belief systems, you're going back and questioning what it is that you believe in rather than what it is that you are meant to believe in to fit into this family, into this society, into this whatever culture, whatever it is that you want to kind of label it. So when you're ready, when you are in your full alignment, you are connected to source, to higher powers, to higher realms, then first of all, isolation will not be an isolation. It'll be kind of like a playground. You wake up every day and there's freedom and there's abundance and there's joy in just being connected to the creator, and that gives you enough energy to be on your own, and that's fine. But sometimes when you think you need more people, the universe will give you these little beautiful, not little, like deep relationships which will awaken you and push you even further and closer towards your creator. And those that pull you backwards, that hold you back, that squeeze your energy, that drain you, will be removed. They will be removed. And it's painful, but when you think about it, what you're going towards, which is going to be higher, then the lower part loses its grip on you. The world itself loses these tangles, like the octopus kind of do, like imagine like those suckers on the tentacles, kind of like just like take off, and bit by bit you're removing all the tentacles that were holding you back and squeezing you and draining you. And what happens is that you start attracting people where you give them the truth, you give them the energy of the creator, and they give you back the energy of the creator, because they too have been awakened and healed and done the homework. They've done the inner child healing. They've come into this space, removing the outer layer. And most times this is, by the way, our ego, and this inner self is our intuition. And so when the ego is managed, it's understood, it's dealt with, it's hugged and held, it blossoms, it frees you. It actually makes you and helps you stand up with a straighter backbone. So, and why is this important? You cannot be of service to this universe till you shed your layers. Till you shed your layers and come into your full alignment of your heart and your mind. Your mind meaning your ego, and your heart meaning your God, your soul. This is your body. This is your physical body, this is your energetic body, the physical body, the vessel has to get connected to the soul body, and then only together you become one, and then you are of service to God, to humanity, to the universe, to higher powers, whatever realm. Because otherwise you are unable, if you're so accumulated by the world's voices, if you're so like congested, you have no time to hear the God, the creation, the intuition that you have, you're constantly listening to your intellect, you're just going to live a layer which is just very worldly, very like, very earth. You're not going to channel into the other elements of your existence. We'll get into that later in another video of the elements that you have within yourself. But till you become fully healed in your inner child, till you actually push out every influence and question it and heal it and understand it, embrace it and acknowledge it, and every single one of it you have to love, then only you'll be able to love the whole body that you are. You'll be able to love the whole soul that you are. I mean, what's there not to love? Because it's actually beautiful, because God doesn't create anything but beauty, right? So you become beautiful, you become whole, you become complete, you become real, you become authentic. Your alignment gets stronger and stronger. And this is something that you have to work on daily basis, to align your physical body towards purpose and your emotional body towards purpose. So when you align both two, you're working on your chakras, going into meditation, physical body, taking care of your food, exercise and all that. When you are in alignment, you are of service, of purpose. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? One of the most important questions most people ask is, what is my purpose? Your purpose is to be. That's it. In this moment, do the best you can. The rest is dependent on God, Creator, Universe, higher realms. In this moment, what is it that you can do is your purpose. Don't go looking for something. Don't go trying too hard. Don't go asking, what am I here to do? What can I do? How can I do it better? No. Your purpose is to do the best that you can in this moment from what you have, the way you have it. That's it. That's it. That's all your purpose is. And in that moment, when you become fully present, you are in a state of gratitude. When you are in a state of gratitude, your whole being revives. The more gratitude you have within each single cell of your being, the more you are revived, you are healed, you are held, you are reminded of the Creator. For that, every cell that is within you is controlled and taken care by your Creator, was placed in you for that, for your for you with love. So this is a concept that I'm going to be working with to create an artwork, and I'll share it on my Patreon. You can have a look at it. If you want to join my sessions live, you're most welcome to, or you can book me for a one-to-one session. If you feel like you want to access all my sessions and align your chakras, which have really helped me, and something that I do on a regular basis is connect to my chakras. You're most welcome to join those sessions. They're absolutely beautiful. You'll create some magnificent pieces, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and if you do, please let me know. I'd love to see your creativity. These grids are light grids. They come from the unseen. I download them and I share them with the intention that they will help you move forward closer to your truth, closer to your authentic self, and help you heal and let go of all the trauma, blockages, and all the tightness, the restrictions, the drainage from your body, and keep reviving yourself towards your light, towards your passion, towards your purpose. Again, if you want to join me, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. You can follow me on the links that are given below to Instagram and TikTok. I'm sending you love, light, and peace, everyone. I can't wait to create this piece right now. If you want to join me on Patreon, you're most welcome to, because I'll be doing that right away. I love you all. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.